Hello everyone, what is up? Hello. How are you guys on this wonderful Thursday? Hi, how are you? I had a crazy morning because I woke up very early and went to the gym. Way earlier than I usually do, so, and you might be like, okay, then why are you live at this time? Like, why didn't you go live a little bit earlier? Because I was, like, just sitting around, like, holy crap, what now? Now what? Because I think I went to the gym at, like, 8:50-ish, and I've just never gone that early in a long time, and I was just like, no. And then tomorrow, I'm gonna have to go at, like, 5 a.m. because we're going to a pickleball tournament. And I'm determined that now that I did it this morning, not that I was up at 5 a.m., but I woke up a little bit earlier than usual and went to the gym. And, yeah. So, as per in my last vlog, the title, I put just a new YouTube video. There's a new YouTube video out, and I attempted and still sort of am trying to be a morning person because I feel like there's no happy medium whenever you are, whenever you're waking up, you know what I mean? I feel like no matter what time you wake up, no one's really ever happy, and I don't know if anyone can vouch and be like, I agree or I disagree. I think there's more people that will not disagree, just because, like, if I wake up at, say if I wake up at 5 a.m., which I don't know why anyone willingly is waking up at 5 a.m., you're thinking, all right, I don't want to be up. I still want to get more sleep. But then if you wake up at like 11 or like later than 11, you're like, oh my gosh, I'm up so late. The day is already gone by. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. At least that's like my thoughts on the situation. And so I've been trying to maintain waking up a bit earlier because I think my issue is I actually went to the doctor today. Nothing, just a normal checkup. And whenever I said I get 8 hours of sleep, she sort of was like, okay, that's good. And I was not looking for a congratulations on the amount of sleep I get, but I sort of was like, damn, like, is that too much? Like, I don't know. I feel like I usually do get about 8 hours of sleep, though. I am, like, really prioritizing my sleep, and, I don't know. I think I'm just tired. Maybe it's because I don't want to be like because I work out every day, but I think like that possibly could be it. Like I work out and then I do whatever throughout the day, and then I'm just genuinely tired at the end of the day. I don't know. Back whenever I was in school, I used to have such a problem going to sleep. Not like I didn't have insomnia or any issues like that, but it was just like I couldn't lay down and immediately fall asleep. I would lay down and like watch TV and then like have myself like gradually doze off, and like that still sort of happens today. If I'm ever like I'm interested in whatever's on the TV or on my iPad because I don't have a TV in my room. Yeah, so, but like I just remember back in high school and it would always be Disney Channel. Because I hate, like with TVs, they don't have this feature. With my iPad, I can do it. If I'm watching something on Netflix or any streaming service, I am like, I don't want to miss it. You know what I mean? I don't want to fall asleep mid whatever, and then it just never, I just forget where I was, and it's this whole process again. With my iPad, I can like have it start off at a certain time, so at least like, I'm like, okay, this is around the time I fell asleep. I just have to backtrack a little bit. Sometimes whenever you're on a TV, you're like 5 episodes ahead. Sometimes you're done with the show. You know what I mean? Even sometimes whenever I forgot to set the timer on my iPad, I would wake up. I was watching That 70s Show on, what's it called, Peacock. I woke up and something was randomly on, and I was like, what? I have no idea what this is. And it was Brooklyn 91199, Brooklyn 99. That's what it is, Brooklyn 99. I woke up and it was that, and I had no idea what that is. And I think they were like in a hospital or something. I don't know what that memo of the show is. So I don't know. I don't remember. But I was just so confused because I was like, I know for a fact this is not 70s. I was like, this is not That 70s Show. And yeah, so whenever I had my TV, I would just like have on Disney Channel because I don't know, is there even like any adult, not like adult, but like once you go from Disney Channel, once you like outgrown Disney Channel, where do you go is my question. You know, whenever you are done, where next? Because I think maybe just coincidentally, for me, it was like streaming services were like becoming popular. Because I remember whenever I was in early high school, that's like whenever 13 Reasons Why, like all these like Netflix originals were starting to come out, so everyone was like super into them. But I just wonder like what was the next, where does the pipeline go next after you're done with Disney Channel? Because there was a time that it's just like, you know what, it's too cringe. But I don't think that was an age thing. I think that was just the way that Disney produced their shows or whatever shows they were doing. Hello, how are you? What's up? Thank you for following. I think like if they would have kept, like if I was a bit earlier whenever, or if I was a bit older whenever Hannah Montana and What's the Waverly Place came out, and then that's whenever all the other shows like Austin and Ally, Jessie, all that stuff. Like if I was like in high school whenever those were out, I probably would have watched them still. But then I think whenever I was in high school, just the shows on Disney were genuinely cringy. I was just like, favorite Disney movie? Like of all, like overall, like animated included, Lion King. Or Cars. Cars is really good. I like that. But that's like Pixar, so I don't know. It's really hard to pick because Pixar, I think, has the best movies. Sorry, my nose is so stuffy, and I of course don't have any tissues in here to blow my nose. What's yours? I feel like my hands down favorite movie is probably Lion King or some Disney movie because I just never really got into other movies. I don't know. Like I was just never like, okay, well let's watch like all the movie like classics. I just haven't seen. I just like how people have you know, like how Adam Sandler has a bunch of movies, and if you like Adam Sandler, you're always excited when there's a new movie, whatever. I think the only, which I don't know if it's considered an Adam Sandler movie, is Grown Ups. That's the only thing I've seen. I could maybe name a few, but I could not tell you what they're about or anything about them. And I've just never seen it. I'm not saying Adam Sandler's classic. I don't want people to be like, oh my god, or people be mad that I didn't say it's classic, whatever. I'm just saying, like, how people follow actors or directors and stuff, I don't do that. Maybe with some, but it's usually like if they started on Disney, I'll follow them afterwards, is where most likely. One actress I do love, though, is Jennifer Lawrence. I love Jennifer Lawrence, and I always try to like keep up with whatever movies she's in, and with like the Hunger Games Renaissance, I literally I'm so glad it's like rising again, and everyone's obsessed with Hunger Games. I also love Dylan O'Brien. Dylan O'Brien is a really good actor. I haven't seen him. He had a movie come out on Hulu. I think it was called This Is Not Okay, or like something like that, and it was about like some girl faking she went to Paris. He ended up liking her because of that. I wanted to watch that, but I don't have Hulu. Hey Kenny, what's up? It's been a minute. How you been? But I want to rewatch Maze Runner because rewatching Hunger Games made me want to rewatch Divergent. And then rewatching Divergent made me want to rewatch Maze Runner. So, I rewatched Divergent a few nights ago with my mom. And I keep bugging her. I'm like, all right, do you want to watch Insurgent, which is the second movie? There's 3 movies in that series. And she's just like, girl, this is why I don't like watching stuff with her. Because whenever I watch the first movie, I immediately want to watch the second movie. Like, by immediately, I mean probably like a second later. And she just takes her good old time. Like, she doesn't get the connection to movies that I do. Hold on, socks one's out. Be free. I'm also easily letting her out this time because I think she's causing my allergies. Oh my gosh, I still need to try that. I haven't. Have you tried it, or are you just saying that you have now obtained it. Is that the right word? That's what I was thinking about saying the whole time. 38% is the highest. Damn. Yeah, I did see the levels on that were pretty high though, and I was like, shit. What's the website that you watch or movies on? Is it Soap Today? Today. That's what some of my friends watch it on. What was I gonna say though? I did not read the prequel to Maze Runner though because it was really hard for me to read and it was like super boring and it was sort of like I was sort of just like falling out of my reading phase because I started off with Hunger Games and then I think I went into the Fault in Our Stars and then Divergent series and then Maze Runner and then I was just like another prequel, like alright, I don't know. But maybe I don't know, I definitely don't have it anymore, but I need to see if I can buy it. I don't know. Like I didn't read the Hunger Games prequel for a while. I bought it and was like really excited to read it, but for some reason I just didn't feel like reading it. It's hard for me to get into prequels sometimes, just because mostly whenever it's not about the original character, because the Hunger Games prequel is about President Snow, and I'm like, I don't give an F about that dude. Like, he is literally evil. I don't care why he's evil, but now I do. I do care, and I do want to watch it. I love this game. Just walking. Getting those steps in, though. My steps yesterday? No, Monday. I don't know why I just like mixed up yesterday and Monday. My chair keeps turning me back out like this. Hey guys. I got 17,000 steps. It's because I played pickleball twice. Crazy in the head. I have links turned off. Oops. If it's Soap Today, then yeah. I definitely need to use that. Gotta get them steps in. True. How's it going? I'm doing pretty good. How have you been? What's up? How's it hanging? Alright, guys. I'm like really fighting the urge to get another tattoo. I think it's really coming time to get another tattoo. I think I've decided that's what I need to do. I think that I am ready. Yes. I always see people post stuff like you said, like they'll say like walking here. I love this game. Why is my chair doing this? Or at least I see people just post I love this game. Do a cool arm tattoo. I kind of want to get one right here, but I never know what. Because if I get it over here, then I'm done getting arm tattoos. But if I get it over here, I want to get like so many more. And I just have like so much more life to live that I'm like, I just cannot commit to that. That a clover? No. It's a Celtic symbol for a bond between a mother and her daughter. It's really awkward to try and show, but it's like a mod that like you can see like the first mother figure, and then like there's the daughter figure, and then the third one as generations go on. Also, found out Matt and Sarah are visiting in May, which is super exciting, and in the first week of May, so that's cool. That's kind of slay, and I'm excited for that. So now I gotta train even more for pickleball. I gotta get on my A game. Yeah, my mom has the matching tattoo. My mom has, what's it called? She has 2 other tattoos. She has a sun and a moon on her back, and then she has a butterfly tattoo. And one time that actually came in handy. So one time in trivia, there was a question, and it was about a movie that we didn't watch. And he said, what was the tattoo that she had? And I said, I don't know, just put butterfly. I said, no, I didn't say I don't know. I immediately said butterfly. And they were like, why do you sound so confident? And I was like, I don't know. What other tattoos did women start? Like, I feel like that's the first, like, generic tattoo women started getting, as my mom had it. And then the answer was butterfly. And the trivia guy literally said, what other kind of tattoo did women get in whatever time period? in the 90s or whatever, something like that, 80s, something like that. And I was like, there we go. Windy. Well, I was about to say if you're by the beach, of course it's going to be super windy because I saw you said Daytona, but I just don't think that's the situation. So I'm sorry that it's super windy for you, and I hope it stops. That's a little frustrating whenever, I just don't really understand wind. I don't really ever understand the concept of it, and I don't think I ever will. Doesn't really make sense. Where is the wind coming from? Like, what is wind? You know what I'm saying? Like a bunch of strong air. Like, okay. Ah! Ouch. Oh, okay. Damn, you made it drive. What? Oh my gosh, I saw this meme earlier. Hold on, let me read it. Because I just got a notification and I was like, what is it? And someone just reacted to what I sent it to them. It says, someone posted this on Twitter and it says, Jesus died for me, and that's manipulative. And then someone replied, he didn't stay dead either, so add gaslighting into the mix. I mean, what do you, what? I'm confused. Anyways, moving on. I don't know anything anymore. You know what I'm saying? Guys, okay. So, the other day, whenever I was on live, I was talking about this, but I still haven't found any more information. Anytime I look it up, all it is like the stuff that actually happened. There was a lady in Florida, Florida woman exists. So like just a normal guy. Okay, there's a lady in Florida, literally in Orlando, I'm pretty sure. She zippered her boyfriend in a suitcase. Like, what kind of world are we living in nowadays? Like, I genuinely, like, I'm sorry, like, sometimes I'll be, like, making myself dinner, and I just randomly think about that, and I'm like, but I also can't even watch that much more information on it because it makes me, like, I'm in the middle of, like, I'm interested, but it makes me so sick that I don't want to know anything else about it. Congrats on 1,000 subs. Thanks. Thank you. I really have to blow my nose because I can feel it about to just like plop out of my nose, and we don't want to see that on live. So, BRB real quick. Okay, we're back. The sinuses are clear. Woo! I don't know why. I think I need to. So, a while ago, I stopped taking I used to have to take an allergy medicine. Literally as if it was a prescribed medicine. And then I started taking it as needed. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna try and see if I can get off of this. And then I think with the spring allergies, it's worse. Peace out. Thank you for joining. See ya. Anyways, this lady zippered her boyfriend into a suitcase, and I don't know. Hold on. Let me just see if it says like maybe charged. If she's gotten charged with anything, because she fully was like, no, I didn't do anything. He's totally fine. Like, okay, no. Hermit King over on YouTube said he was leaving. So I said, peace out. Thanks for joining. Imagine I literally go live for like 20 minutes and I like was just like, all right, I'm leaving now. Bye. Peace out. I was supposed to have pickleball today, But my father canceled it for whatever reason. I don't know. Okay, so faces second-degree murder charges. Oh, I don't know the difference of any of the degrees, but that's seems like a lot. No, so she called the cops and she was like, I just keep stuttering. She said, I woke up and he was in the suitcase. He didn't say he liked me. What she said was they were drinking and then they decided to play hide and seek. And now you can't zip yourself into a suitcase. You can't do that to yourself. Just not even like a moral thing, but like just logistically, the zipper, you can't zipper yourself in there. So immediately, girl, what are you saying? So, and then she was like, we were just messing around. She didn't say that she put him in there. She was like, we were messing around, we were playing hide and seek. He was in the suitcase, and she was like, I fell asleep. And they vividly asked her, they're like, where did you fall asleep? And she was like, in my bed. Now, I understand if you're intoxicated, you can fall asleep anywhere, ranging from the yard to tucked into your bed, and you will not remember. But I feel like there is no level of under the influence I could be in that I would be like, all right, zipping this person in a suitcase and then forget. That's literally yeah. That I forgot about that show. What a flashback to that show, 1,000 Ways to Die. That show was sort of like Final Destination. You know what I mean? It gave very, very similar vibes that I just, again, it's one of those things you don't want to watch, but you also do, It's but you're sort of a little bit interested. What? I watched the third Final Destination, and then I wanted to watch the next one that came out at the time, and it was the fifth one because I watched the third one a rerun on TV, and we bought it. We bought the DVD. I don't understand why I would buy a DVD of Final Destination, because when am I gonna rewatch Final Destination? Ooh, exciting! And the intro was meteors, I think, hitting a race car track, and the race car track exploded or something, and I immediately was turn it off, and then we returned the CD. CD, DVD, sorry. Was I saying CD before I meant DVD? And that's definitely scary. Most of you witness, I don't know what you specifically witnessed, but that's definitely a little creepy. I was thinking about that last night. I was like, I genuinely don't think I could comfortably walk around at night by myself. And I feel like I've had that realization how many times in my life, but last night I was like, fuck. That's crazy. That, not even, I can't walk around at night. What's wrong with that? You know what I'm saying? That's so messed up that people are just ooh, let me go jump this person. Kenny. Alright, well, lovely. Good for you, Kenny. But how do you accidentally, not even accidentally, because if you look up on TikTok, again, trigger warning, not about what I'm about to say, but if you look it up on TikTok, there was a literal video that she took of the guy, and she was haha, laughing at him. And then I guess she didn't know those videos existed, because she was, dead ass, I didn't do anything. It wasn't me. I don't know what happened to him. Or, riding on it was an accident. You know what I mean? But, the video, there's, 2 videos that are, blatant proof that she was in on this, whatever. And, had malicious intent. And, yeah, I'm how, we are really getting creative here with what we're, and why. I don't understand, you know, if you're angry with someone, if they like cheat on you, or if like, you know, anything, even if they're doing like these horrible things to you, I just don't understand, like, why is your first thought like, get in the suitcase? That's kind of crazy. It's your birthday early? What do you mean? Like, your birthday's tomorrow? Is tomorrow April 1st? I'm looking on the calendar now. No, it's not. Oh, wait. Wait. No, it's not. At first I was like, what? Ouch. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I understand there's intrusive thoughts, but like, there's a line. There's a line between intrusive thoughts and then acting on them, you know? There's definitely a line, and it, yeah, that leads to second-degree murder charges. It's your early birthday. I don't know what that means, and you've already said that, and I said, what does that mean? And I'm now... Wait. It says... During a pretrial hearing on January 22, the defense attorney said the case was not ready for trial. Wait, so this didn't even happen recently? Oh my god, this was in 2020. Oh, the case probably just happened. Like, the court hearing probably just happened. That's crazy. Oh wait, so it says in December 2021, Boone, that's her last name, sent a written letter to the judge citing several concerns, specifically regarding an alleged lack of communication from the judge overseeing her case or her defense attorney. According to online records, Boone did not file a request for a new lawyer. She also said she was planning to send a letter to Governor Ron DeSantis about the mismanagement of my case. Girl, what? What mismanagement? She's like, I think there's a lack of communication. We were just playing hide and seek. Like, it was just, no, girl, it ain't worth, like, sorry. And also, what about the Idaho guy? His hearing is not soon. It's in June. But, like, every time that, like, the month changes ever since, like, I think it's only been once or twice. But, like, I'm like, all right, closer to June. I don't understand, why does it take so long to have a trial? Isn't there, like, because there's a thing that's, like, the right to a speedy trial, right? Speedy and honest trial, something like that. But the person can say, no, I don't want that. You know what I mean? They could deny their right. That's the word. I don't really know. I just sort of said something confidently and ran with it. But I think that's what he did. He denied it, and then, but it's sort of like, man, you're gonna. What's kind of crazy though is, with like big viral news stories and that are like, okay, like this like serial killer or this person, whatever, it's always, you know, like they're guilty and they're charged, it all moves out and all that stuff, you know. I don't understand. Sorry, I didn't mean to say that. When or do you think there ever will be a case that is like super viral, super big, everyone's like, oh my gosh, this man did it, everything leads to him, it's him, and then it's like truly not him, you know what I mean? Like, they find out, I'm not like saying about any of the cases that have gone viral, it wasn't them, but like every case we've seen, it's like, all right, we know this person's guilty, they end up admitting or whatever, and all that stuff. Like, why? Like, that'd be even crazy. Like, a worldwide case, everyone's eyes on them, and it's like, not guilty. You know? That's like, that'd be really crazy. But I'm like sad, you know, you obviously want to find the right person, but like, I don't know. Sorry. Hi Kenny, welcome back. I hate that my arm, look at my arm, how tan it is compared to my leg. I don't know how that works. Like, do I need self-tanner on my legs? Like, what? What? I lay out. And I also be playing pickleball. That's why I'm getting my tan. Like, working on my fitness. He's my witness. Sorry, that's lyric. But, I don't know. I don't really know what I'm on about anymore. I'm just sort of had empty, no thoughts. But that's like, I feel like how I'm always writing, you know what I'm saying? My point though, not why. Obviously I want everyone to be found, but like, how is it so coincidental that every viral case, it's always immediately... You know, like, we know it's them, guilty, go to jail. You know, and also, I was talking to my family because a lot of not my family, my parents. I mean, they're my family, but not my whole family. Usually wear pajama pants. Okay, why, like, okay, I was talking, hold on, I want to finish the last thing I was about to say, then I'm going to get into the pajama pants, hold on. So, I was talking to my dad and my mom, and I said, do you guys remember, like, seeing anything on the news about, like, these very popular serial killers, like, Bundy, Dahmer, Gacy, anything like that? Like, do you remember, like, watching it and be like, holy crap, like, he's on the run, or oh my gosh, like, who did this, all this stuff? And my dad was like, media was not what it is today. It would usually just be local news, or if it was like ran once every, like, it would be on like 10 minutes and that would be it for the day, and like that was it, you know? So it wasn't like live updates, it wasn't like this. But he said that he wrote a paper on Gacy in high school, like he had to do a research paper on him. And I was like, that's like crazy, because that, I don't know the exact years of when Gacy was out and about, but that's crazy, because imagine being in school and like having to write a report on something that was very recent, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like a lot of the papers I always wrote was all like based off like history, or like, you know, if it was about anything crazy like that, it was about someone way back, you know what I mean? Like Gacy, like Dahmer and all that stuff, but I don't know. Your nephew's also, it's his birthday. Well, happy birthday to him. 1-year-old birthday. Wow. I'm sure he's going to remember it. I'm sure it's going to be the most memorable birthday for him. That I know was kind of guilty, kind of innocent. I don't know who that is. Who is that? Let me look him up. You never wrote a paper in your life? Well, that's unfortunate. They're kind of fun. I like writing. I don't have an issue with writing. My mom always will like say to me that she not admires. She's not like, oh my god, I admire this, but she's like, I don't have a problem writing. You know, I can like, whenever there's a word count that needs to be met, I can make it. You know, that's basically my point. Like, if someone's like, word count, I'm fine. Oh, it says he leaked computer information. Oh my gosh. What happened to him? Isn't that so crazy though? Because like, when you, in a situation like that, because he's sort of like, hey everyone, they're spying on you. It's not like he's doing anything harmful to us, you know what I'm saying? So we're all like, oh my gosh, he's like kind of right. And then, but still like, court is like, you're guilty. Why would you leak that information? Or like, but doesn't that also put the system in sort of a catch-22? Because if it's like, oh, it's not true, you know what I'm saying? If it's like, oh, well, he didn't find anything, so he's not, like, he's lying. We can't arrest you for lying, you know? But then if he leaks, like, genuine information, then it's like, oh. You're not allowed to play chess in school in South Africa. Why? I wouldn't even want to. I don't want to play chess in or outside of school. So, weird law, but that wouldn't affect me. I don't think I've ever played. I've definitely played chess, but would I ever have a feeling to play chess again? No. Or an interest in playing chess again? Maybe checkers. I like checkers because it's like the dumbed down version of chess. You know, less complications. All you gotta do is skip over a person and then you collect their piece. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely a lot easier. But that's kind of okay. Sorry. Yeah, like he's depending on exactly. Like okay, like everyone else. I mean, I don't know exactly the story, so I don't want to be like, oh my gosh, I know he's innocent. But like, if you ask someone who doesn't work for the government, it's like, okay, then what's wrong with it, what he did, you know? Exactly. It's like whenever in the movies, and if there's like a revolt against the government or whatever like that, or if there's like an uprising, whatever, and it's like, yeah, it's, you know what I mean? Like he got a point though, you know what I mean? Like whenever, not to tie back into Hunger Games, whenever Katniss is overthrowing the Capitol, it's like, okay, but girls got a point though. Like you guys are kind of screwing us over. You guys are sort of throwing us in Hunger Games once a year for your entertainment, saying dance monkey, but 23 people die. You know? So, sort of like that, where it's like, okay, it's illegal, and like she'll get it, but in reality, it's like not, you know, because it's like, all right, we're recognizing what you're doing, you're wrong, but you just happen to have more power than me to shut me up. You have the power to shut me up. I'm scared now. I don't want came after, you know. So oh my gosh, so I want to talk about the pajama thing real quick. So my friend tweeted one time, she was like, I can't believe, because she lives in Scotland, she was like, I can't believe that Americans go out in public like this. And there was a picture of a guy in like a pajama shirt, not a pajama shirt, but sort of like a t-shirt and then plaid pajama pants. And I said to her, I was like, well, it's not like I am going out to dinner in that outfit, but if I'm going to Sheetz or Wawa, or if I'm going to Walmart, Publix, Target real quick, then yeah, I'll sort of look a little less presentable. But I feel that like whenever you go to those specific locations, it's sort of like established that you're not getting judged for dressing like that just because it's like that's the standard there. You know what I mean? We're not expecting suit and tie. I don't know what that means because I haven't seen The Matrix, so can't get me there. You can't make fun of me if I don't know what it means. I'm going allowed otherwise. Ouch. What do you mean you're not allowed what? But then whenever, because I was like, oh, I didn't realize that this wasn't like a worldwide thing, you know, going out in your pajamas. And so whenever they were saying like Americans, my friend, she's from Canada, and she said, she was like, don't listen to her. She like we're in the right, you know, going out. Like I said, whenever you go to like a gas station or like a grocery store or something like that, or like a place that like it's clearly a quick run there, you know what I mean? You can be dressed down a little bit and no one's gonna say anything. If you're wearing like plaid pajama pants, I feel like it's camp. I think it's so ugly that it's not ugly, you know? For casually wearing pajamas, right? The one thing is though, is like in school. In school is where like I was sort of like, okay, so there's nothing wrong. I don't know the last time I've worn fuzzy pajama bottoms, but I think fuzzy pajama bottoms is like where I draw the line. Like if you're wearing like pajama pants that are just like clearly a nice comforting material, but whenever it like stepping out in like the fuzzy ones, like the big old fuzzy ones. I don't know though, maybe just because I've never owned them, so I sort of have always like looked at them with a side eye, but there would be people in my school. It was really weird to me that in my school, we had assignment books that, you write down your homework, you show your mom, like, look, this is my homework. In elementary school, our parents had to sign them to, like, prove they saw what we did, and in high school, obviously, the teachers don't care anymore, but there's this thing that we had to sign at the beginning of each year that's like, I agree to the terms and policies of attending this school, whatever. It's like, basic etiquette of whatever. And so one of them was like, I will abide to the dress code. And there was always a bunch of problems with the dress code because there was a rule that your shorts had to be longer than your, so if I were to stand up like this, and obviously, girls are having this issue, not guys really, but your shorts had to be fingertip length. So literally, any pair of shorts that you wore, if you were a girl, you just were screwed. So, everyone would always walk around in school, holding their bag like this because of a teacher. Sometimes, there would be the teacher that, you know how, at the end of the month, cops will, sit in certain areas that, they know people are speeding just so they can give them a ticket. They're, waiting. It was sort of like that. I feel like there was always a teacher that was, sitting there waiting to, catch someone. You know what I mean? So they could be whoa. Sorry, I'm just running over the carpet and we need to get this carpet out of here. But that's a whole different issue. But they're just sitting around waiting to find someone with what am I supposed to wear? My mom always said to me, she's like, I know there's a difference between shorts where it's genuinely your butt hanging out, there's no more material, that's not appropriate for school, but some of my friends would get dress coded just because would just get dress coded for this just because of. And there was this one girl, she got dress coded, I felt so bad, she was so tall and she had a really long reach, so her almost her entire she was like, I just have to wear pants. That's my only choice. But so my point is they were always very included tapestry pants. What are tapestry pants? But I vividly remember it said you cannot wear pajamas to school, and there would be people that would be showing up in Cookie Monster pajama pants. They're pajama pants. We're all not stupid, we can tell, and no one, they wouldn't get dress coded for that. Now, I totally understand, there's scenarios where it's that's all they have, or, anything like that, but, it's if you're dress coding people that clearly, because my one friend in 6th grade, she got dress coded, and she was one of the most innocent friends anyone ever knew. She was the most innocent person in our grade, and she got dress coded, and she had to wear boy gym shorts for the rest of the day or something, or her mom had to drop something off, something like that. I don't know. Car seat covers. Oh, I know what you're talking about. I don't think there's many people that wore clothes like that. There was there's obviously a little bit of a funky pattern, but I think there's this specific red and light brown design I'm thinking of as a car seat cover, and I know I would see them on a pair of pants. I just know that I would see that. But so today in my Snapchat memories, how they do years ago today, whatever, there was a memory that was 4 years ago today, and my friend and I, me and my 3 other friends, we were driving around, and my one friend at the time, we were not friends and not on good terms for the longest time, but I feel we're just civil, you know what I mean? We'll send each other memories, it's oh, that's funny, but we're not oh my god, how are you, what's up, she was yelling out the window, "Will you go to prom with me?" Like, we were driving around campus because we lived on a college campus. Like, I think I always like touch on the fact that I lived in such a small town, but I lived on a college campus practically. So anywhere you drove, like, usually we were driving through campus or like near campus. And so we were driving through campus, and she was like yelling out, like, we saw there was like this row of houses that always would have people like sitting outside. So when we drove by, she said, "Will you go to prom with me?" And someone said yes. And we did like a U-turn, and they lived across the street from a McDonald's. So we went into the McDonald's parking lot, parked there, sat at the McDonald's, and we're like yelling to them from across the street. And he came over and talked to us. And I think there was like an age cap. I think it was like 20 or 21 for you allowed to be at our prom. I think it was 20 because I think 21, like, then they're like, "Oh, well, I can legally drink. You can't kick me out." I think it was that. But for some reason, I want to say it was 23. But I don't know, whatever. I think he was the right age. And he like almost was like about to go with her. And then she just ended up going with one of our friends. But that was really crazy. I just feel like that was something I just had to share. That she, like, we fully, like, yelled out the window, like, "Will you go to prom with me?" And someone was like, "Yeah." And she said that she still has him on Snapchat. I don't know if they still talk or anything, but that's just funny. It's a little wild. Yeah. Yeah. He didn't go with her, but, like, I think the reason it was 20 or whatever age it is, it might be, I don't know, maybe it was just 18 then. I don't know, but I think it was set to a certain age because some say that, like, if I was a sophomore and I was dating a senior and then we kept dating and I was a senior in high school and I wanted to bring him to my prom with me. Like a situation like that, I think. But yeah, I do agree, because I could not imagine going to a prom that was not mine. You know what I mean? Like, I couldn't imagine, because I just turned 21, so like I couldn't imagine going to a prom now for like my boyfriend. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like I'd be like, I'm gonna sit that one out. You know what I mean? Like, I understand maybe if it's like someone who's a grade below you, so you know everyone there, but like whenever it's that big of a gap and you don't know anyone there, that's a real bold move. Like, that's a real bold move. Mostly like on that guy's part that we were talking to, because he wouldn't have known anyone, barely knew her, and was also very old. So, not very old, but for high school prom, yes, very old. Yeah, that is, I was thinking about that though, because a few of my friends from my class went to the class below me's prom, because some people were dating people that were a year younger, or just ended up going with them as friends, whatever. And I was just like, I don't even know if I feel like I would just feel so like scared. I would be scared to do that. Like, even a year below me, because it's like, it's sort of like whenever you're at this would happen a lot. Alumni would come to our football games and like stand in the student section still. Not a lot, but there was like definitely a few, and everyone would be like I understand walking by, hanging out for a little bit, like, "Hey, what's up?" Like, chatting it up. "All right, see the student section still popping. Good for you guys. All right, I'm head out." Like, I think whenever I went, the year after I graduated, I think I sat, like, there was like a certain area for the student section. I sat like fucking like 2 over. I was like, ain't no way. Like, I'm gonna be that person that's like, "Hey, everyone. Oh my gosh, you guys miss me?" And everyone's like thinking in their head, like, "No. Girl, just keep walking." But yeah, I'm trying to think. I don't think anyone was ever. You have to prove yourself. I feel like that's a lie. You said you had to prove. What do you mean, prove yourself? At first, I thought you were gonna say like prove that you were like able to go to the prom or something like that, and I was like, if you were an outside person, you had to get like, if you went to another school, your school had to sign the paper for you that you were allowed to go. And if you were like an adult, I forget what they would do. Like if you weren't in school, I forget what they did. But when is high school? Oh my gosh, because I know for a fact like each class definitely has that person. Like there's like fully, like why? Like why? I just don't know, like oh my god, but that 40-year-old is usually ending up like I mean, if you're gonna vicariously live through your old high school and like still be excited over stuff like that, at least like maybe work there, you know what I mean? Like at least maybe like be a coach or like, you know, don't just show up for free, you know what I mean? Like in your free time, like, oh my god, I'm so excited to see the high school that I went to. I don't know. I cannot imagine. Nothing against, I mean, I don't know. I'm just not a big football person. I barely wanted to go to the games when I was in high school. So people that like go out of their way and like go, and like our team wasn't even that good. So like I just don't understand. Like go to a professional football game. Like, you know, go and like go somewhere else. Go. Hi Yasmin. Hey, how are you? How are you? I'm 300. Thanks. Woo! 300 followers on Twitch. Slay. I honestly thought that I would hit 1,000 on Twitch before I hit 1,000 on YouTube, but YouTube just like went through the roof, you know. Keep your eye on the ball, son. That unfortunately was low-key my dad. Like my dad, I don't want to say forced us. He didn't force us, you know. Like we had the option to quit at any time, but he definitely, like, he coached all our teams and was like, he's a big baseball guy. So I mean, I guess, you know, it makes sense. So there's nothing wrong, like, see, that's the thing though. I think there's nothing wrong with like coaching your child's team. You know what I mean? Like I feel like that's fine. But sometimes whenever it's like some random person that is like volunteering his time, and I'm not saying he's a weirdo like that. I'm just saying, like, why are you that willing? Like, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Maybe like work with kids. You enjoy. You're good with kids, and you're like, I love baseball, so why not, you know, coach a baseball team? But like, I understand if it's like your kid on the team, you know. I don't really know. My last hockey coach, my most recent one, back when I was in high school, she did not have any time. Or no, she used to be on the team. Like, she aged out, and then I think like played somewhere else for a few years, and then ended up coming back. Like, that makes sense, you know what I mean? Like, oh, like I played here, now I'm gonna coach for a little bit. I'm pretty good. We're vibing. I don't really know what my plans are for today. I sort of have been like feeling like, today's giving very filler day vibes. I don't know what to do. I have some editing to do a little bit later on today, but I don't know. It's really weird. My mom's gonna be home in a little bit, and I'm gonna be like, "Ayo, what's the move?" Because I think I'm gonna have to wake up at like 4 a.m. to go to a pickleball tournament. So that's fun. Not to go, because I would have to wake up later, but I want to work out before. So, you gotta get that workout in. I had them kids running soccer drills. Like, when you subbed for a ref, you were reffing and then, like, randomly made them run drills? So I'm in an all-boys school, and every kid has to do something, so we had to do something that risky. Oh, me and my two friends found the house. Oh my gosh, that's like illegal. That's like, what? I now like understand what you mean, like prove yourself, like, oh, prove that you're so cool, but like, yeah, I don't know, like maybe the more that I'm thinking about it, like maybe, I think, okay, here's the thing. I think, like, I don't know, maybe it's not that weird after all. I think maybe I was just crapping on it. I think I've changed my mind. I think, you know, if you're good with kids and you like baseball, why not coach a kid's baseball team? You know what I mean? Like, I think I'm pretty good at working with kids, and I like hockey. I think I could coach some kids playing hockey or, like, pickleball, something like that. You know what I mean? But, I don't know. Yeah, because I do sometimes think that, like, maybe the parent being the coach can be a little bit toxic. Whenever my dad was my coach, that was really bad. That was really, really, really bad because he would go out of his way to, like, not favor us. Like, he did it with me and Matt. He would make it a point that he was not favoring us to the point where it was, like, he was sort of kicking us down. Like, he was more so, like, treating us worse than the average player just to make sure that it wasn't like, look, I'm not favoring my kid, but it was more so like making us more miserable. Like, I remember one time he literally let everyone pitch. Like, that was like, he was like, you know, as long as everyone had fun, everyone wants to, you know, gets to play the position they want. And one time I think it was over a span of like 2 or 3 games, something, he like made sure everyone got a chance to pitch except for me. And, like, everyone on the team was like, why did you not pitch? And I was like, I don't know. I was like, I don't know. And then one time he let me pitch, and I think it was the first and only time. And he heard the other people in the dugout, like, making fun of me. And I didn't even hear it. And then he, like, pulled me out. And he was like, I felt bad for you. And he was like, I thought you were, like, upset. And I was like, no, I didn't even hear them. And then my mom was like, you should have left her in there, told her about it, and then let her throw a ball at one of them. Because whenever you're at that age, and if you accidentally hit a player when you throw a ball, usually it's not like, they're never like, oh, you did that on purpose. You know? So, I don't know. Why is, like, pitching, like, low-key, like, for me, pitching in softball and baseball is one of those things, like, it's my toxic trait to think that, like, I can do it perfectly. You know what I mean? Because it's like, I can throw a ball to a person and they'll catch it, you know? Like, I can throw it in their direction good enough so they'll be able to catch it in their glove and whatever. So I'm like, what's different about that, you know? I don't know. But there's something different. One time my friend was pitching in softball. She didn't let it go until, like, all the way up here. So it, like, flew up and went over the fence and, like, went somewhere else. And then later in life, she tried to tell me that was me. And I was like, no. She's like, remember when you did that? And I was like, what are you talking about? And, like, me and another person were there, and we're like, that was not, like, what? I was like, no. And she had me for a little bit. I was like, oh, yeah, wait, I don't know if that was me. I don't know. But, yeah, so, actually, the first year, so I played baseball up until 4th grade. And then once I do, like, fast pitch, which is like a step up from regular pitching, I guess, I don't know. And that's when my parents took me out and put me in softball. They immediately made me pitcher. So I think that's where my personality of like, ooh, I can do this. No one can tell me otherwise. I think that's where that came in. Also, whenever I started playing pickleball, like the way that the game is, like your ball like naturally will end up rolling into someone else's court just because like the courts are so close together, and if someone hits an out ball, most likely going into another court. Whenever I started playing, for some reason, I was like convinced that my ball was never going to go into anyone else's court, and that like I just had it figured out. I was like, yep, that's never going to happen. I don't know why I thought that. Sorry, the music randomly just got like louder than usual. That like what happened for whatever reason. It is just like quiet, and then it's like, all right, time to crank it up a notch. Maybe there's different like timelines in the. I forgot what I was gonna say. Anyways, I forget what I was gonna say. But what's up? What else is going on in the news? What else is going on in the news? I was what's it called? Okay, well I can't share this. Never mind. I tried to share a link. There's an article that someone had sent me, and I tried to forward it, but there was no link. Oh my god, look at my arm. Why am I like low-key ripped? Sorry, but I don't know. I don't understand that. Oh, there was someone at the gym that approached me, and I am just like, it was weird because I was thinking, oh, I'd never seen that person here before, and then they approached me and they were like, oh, I see you all the time, you're killing it, and I was like, I've never seen you. Not that he made that up. But I was just like, oh. And now that's I'm just sort of really confused as to how I'm so unaware of my surroundings. Like, my mom will, like, sometimes tell me, she's like, you have to be, like, more cautious, because, like, whenever I am out and about, like, whenever I'm leaving the gym, I still have my headphones in. She's like, no, you need to take your headphones out. And I'm like, girl, why? I'm trying to enjoy. There's no silence of music from whenever I leave the gym to get in the car, you know what I mean? Like, immediately I take my AirPods out, the car's on, it connects, bam, music playing in the car already. Also, another thing that I hate when that happens is whenever I'm driving, I will have the music on, like, level 15, and then I don't realize how high that is until, like, I turn off my car, get back in, it's on 15. Whenever I'm in the car, I'm gonna be like, woo! You kind of need to, like, gradually make that up to that 15. You know what I mean? You can't just, like, crank it at 15. But, it's worse whenever, like, I get in and my mom's in the car. Not that, like, I'm playing music that she doesn't like, but she's like, whoa, why? She's like, damn, why the hell is it that loud? And I'm like, girl, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to, but that's just how I roll in this car. And I now sort of want to try testing that out. I want to try driving around at that volume that I play my music and see how my family reacts. Because I don't see an issue. And also, my toxic trait is thinking that whenever I'm driving, no one else can hear my music outside of it. Like, whenever I hear other people driving, I'm like, freaking idiot, why is your music so loud? I can hear it. Don't you know everyone can hear it? But, like, I'm that type of person that's stopped, and you can probably hear my music. And that's what sort of, like, scares me a little bit, is because I don't want to be that person. I'm nervous to be that person, and it's just a fear of mine. It's bad o'clock, but it's 6:30. Boom! Sorry. But, I don't know, that's just something that I have thought about, is, like, why is my, like, I don't know, why? Why is my music all over the place? I don't know. What level was it at? How high was it? Ouch. I feel like it was definitely higher than 15, though. I don't know why. Oh, this is what I was going to say. My AirPods, I feel like my AirPods will, like, warn me. Not I feel like, I know for a fact. My AirPods will warn me, you know, like that little, like, ear icon, and it'll, like, tell you where it is on the good and bad scale. And it goes yellow and it's, like, loud. I didn't realize that, because I saw a TikTok that was like, me whenever I'm older and need hearing aids, just because I never listen to Apple's volume warnings, and I was like, wait, that's true. I don't think I've ever even considered. Oh, 18? Yeah, I feel like 18, that's a big jump. I'll have to test that out in my car. I'll have to test out where 18 is. I feel like that's a bit loud. I feel like, I mean, it depends, because if you're trying to talk to them, because, like, me and my friend Lauren, we would go on drives at, like, you know, we're blasting the music, we're singing, we're into it, and then you turn it down when you want to have a conversation. You don't leave it up, you know what I mean? Maybe you say something real quick, and then that's it, but, like, I don't know. But for some reason, I feel like my ears are sore, and I'm a little nervous. Like, I think it's, like, one of those, like Mandela effect type things. Not Mandela effect. What is it called? What's it called whenever, like, you convince yourself it's wrong with you? Because how loud should my headphone volume be? Because I feel like there's sometimes between 60 and 80 decibels. If You're listening to music at around 100 decibels. Restrict your usage to within 15 minutes. Oh, damn. If they're like, you're listening to that loud, you only get 15 minutes of time. I know, but I'm just saying, I don't think I've gone anything past like maybe 16. I don't think I've ever gone that high. So I'm just saying, I know that obviously it's a little bit different. Each car, you know, the car expert I am. But I have to give it a chance. I have to see what the hype's about. See what your friend was onto there, you know, see if that was the vibe. But I feel like my ears are a little bit sore now, but whenever I was at the gym today, I was a little bit more cautious. I checked the, what's it called? What's it called? The level recommendation warning, and it said, it was bouncing, it was like in the green, and then whenever it got a little bit loud, it was in the yellow. So then I turned it down a few notches, but now, what's placebo? That's what it's called. I don't know why that just randomly came to my head. I think that's what it is, though. I think it's placebo that I'm like, now my ears are really bothering me. You know? I don't know if that's really it, though. But what is 60 decibels? Like, how am I supposed to know? How do I know what 60 decibels is? Maybe, well, I don't have my AirPods in so I can't see, but maybe there's like 10 little dashes, and it probably can't go past. Because I know there's a bigger line. I can't see it, like I said, I don't have, so I can't listen to my music out loud on full volume? Yeah, I don't understand. Let's look up decibel measure. Decibel measuring. Free online loudness. Start metering. Alright. Oh my gosh, I'm talking at about, it says average 80. Oh my gosh, it says that my volume is like inside a bus or subway train. Let's put it up to this. Yeah, this also says it's about 100. But if I put it this close, like obviously, but I'm saying, okay, so let's just set it down right here. If I'm just like sitting here like this, talking like I normally do, it is saying that my voice is reaching as if you're sitting inside a bus at 90 decibels. So you have to limit your stream time listening to me to 15 minutes. Warning a few handful of times. Wait, does it like pop up on your screen and warn you? Mine never warns me. That's why I was saying like I never realized it was a thing. But the fact that it's saying that whenever I'm talking is at... Wait, let me mute the music. It's like stagnant. It's still saying that I'm in hundreds! That's so annoying. Why is my voice so loud? That's like insecure. Maybe insecure. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for being so loud. I am now realizing. Well, this website doesn't lie. This website says this is like inside bus, subway chain, noisy restaurant. It's like bouncing in between it. I'm louder than all of those, I guess. Maybe it's also like, I mean, you can't really hear the house, you know? I don't really know. That is a good point, though. That is a good point. I feel like that is sort of like, what do you mean? What do you mean I'm louder than like 30 people talking on a bus? That is a very valid point. So I think that we just fuck it, we ball. Pretend like I am that loud. It's okay to be that loud if you are that loud. If you're like louder than 30 people talking on a bus, I think like maybe that means like you could get all their attention. You know what I mean? If you're like, hey yo everyone, and like that's, you know, but some people can't do that. But I think that's based more on like personality rather than like voice level. I mean, maybe both. Someone maybe has the personality to yell on a bus, but their voice just doesn't allow them. I saw some girl on American Idol, I think. It was on TikTok, but she was on American Idol, and she had a voice that was like really high pitched, and then her voice was like not deep, but like it just didn't match her voice at all. And I just can't watch shows like that because I hate whenever they like invite a guest on and then make them look stupid on purpose, or like, or the people that like get the golden button that makes me cry. Like there's too many like. There's two different ends to the spectrum of those type of shows, and I can't tolerate it. You know, I'm like, oh, like give them a chance, like help them out a bit. That's why I like shows like maybe like The Voice, because usually everyone gets picked. I mean, I haven't seen anyone not get picked on The Voice, but I also don't watch it that often, or at all. I think I remember I watched like the first few seasons when it came out, which isn't it on like 20 seasons or something now? Like damn, or 30 something. Really high that I just was not expecting. I don't know, but and Blake, I don't know his last name. He's been on it the whole time. Crazy. Hi, what's up? What's up? What's up? What's going on? How am I? Pretty good. I'm probably gonna hop off in a little bit. Because I'm going to, I don't know what I'm going to do, actually. I need to figure that out. That's what I need to do. Figure out my life plans. My whole life. Not just today. The rest of my life. But I just need to see if I need to wake up at 4 a.m. That's like I'm scared for. That's like, I don't think I've ever waken up at 4 a.m. I think I've waken up at 4 a.m. once, and it was to go to West Virginia to play hockey when I was playing hockey. Because I had to wake up at 4, we left at 5, and the game was at 7. Because like games would be as early as 7 a.m. But they didn't take into account that we would be driving from Pittsburgh to West Virginia. So it was a bit of a drive. But I think I'm gonna hop off. Thank you guys for hanging out with me, whether it's for a little bit or for the whole time, or live or on the VOD. There is a new YouTube video out, so make sure you go check that out. I'll be posting on TikTok, Instagram, Shorts, all that fun stuff. You know the vibes. I'll see you guys there. And maybe I'll be live tomorrow. I don't know what the vibes are for the tournament and all that stuff. But, or maybe just a quick TikTok live. I've always said I'm going to go live on TikTok, just that, and bring back those vibes a little bit, but I never do. So maybe I will. I don't know. But thank you for hanging out with me. I love you guys. And as always, stay happy, stay healthy, stay hydrated. Peace out. And I'll see you guys later. Thank you for following. I am also starting to finally like catch up on my editing and all that stuff because I was so far behind, and that's why like all my lives were like so like not ever happening because I was trying to catch up on vlogs. But I'm finally starting to do that. So, yeah. Yeah, as always, Rocket League viewer. Oh my gosh, that would be fun. I need to play at least Rocket League a little bit. I need to get back into playing the games. I don't know, like, do you guys prefer me playing games or sitting here chatting? Because I kind of like both. But, I don't know. I do need to download Rocket League on my Switch, though. That's a must. That's a must do. Chatting, you prefer chatting? Alright. Well, I'll possibly be live tomorrow, if not Saturday. And, yeah. Peace out. Love you guys. Stay happy, stay hydrated. And I'll see you later. Bye.